Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm back with another New Metal Monday where I talk about my favourite new releases of the week, and I have 3 brand new albums that I want to talk about this week. But once again, before I do start talking about those, check out the description box below where you will find a Spotify playlist which features every single album that I talk about on my New Metal Monday videos, unless it is a Bandcamp only release, but I will get that noted if that is the case. But if you don't use Spotify, don't worry about it, because I have also included the band's YouTube channels and their Bandcamp profiles as well, just so you can find the music that I'm talking about as easily as possible. But like I said, I've got 3 brand new albums that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to jump straight in. Okay, so first off, I have Vorga with Beyond the Palest Star, and it's the second studio album from the melodic black metal band from Germany. Now, this is sci-fi themed melodic black metal, so if you think of all of that passion and that ferocious, brutal energy that comes with black metal, being launched into hyperspace at warp speed, crashing through the stars with brutally crushing riffs, pummeling, deafening blast beats, guttural, deep demonic vocals, distinctively heavy bass lines, and really dark celestial melodies. This is a cracking record. You have a fantastic combination of really dark melodies and sinister rage. Frantic black metal riffage, and you have both the rolling rhythmical drum beats and the intense blistering blast beats. Now, anyone who has followed me on this channel long enough will know that I really enjoy my ethereal synthy elements throughout my metal, and this band really utilised that so well in creating this astronomical, wondrous atmosphere. Plus, if you add in the ferocious nature of really evil sounding demonic vocals that are also quite enticing at the same time, you have this multi-layered work of art. There really is something incredibly enticing about this record, and it goes hard. It is so ridiculously heavy but stupidly catchy at the same time. So if you are a fan of the likes of Dissection, Imperialist, or last year's Moonlight Sorcery, you're definitely going to want to get onto this one. Now, the band have said that the intention of this record is to capture that atmospheric, vast loneliness of space, but also retaining that aggressive sound, and they've definitely done that so well. Magical Thinking was a definite standout moment for me on this record. It opens with that really soft, haunting, ethereal kind of synthy sound, but it also plays what sounds like radio chatter that you would get on a spaceship, and you overhear a conversation between 2 passengers on the spaceship, or scientists, I'm not sure, talking about how intelligent life has the ability to choose whether it should destroy itself or not, and then it just rip-roars into life. Intergalactic melodies, deafening drums, rasping vocals, epic melodically catching riffs, and the solo in this track in particular echoes and resonates with unearthly power. This track really does just rip through the cosmos and takes your face off entirely, but in the catchiest way possible. Definitely get on this one. Do not sleep on this one. Okay, so next up I have Malfus with Portal, and it's the second studio album from the symphonic, blackened melodic death metal band from the US. Now, the band themselves have said that this is a concept album, and it tells the story of a man who makes a pact with the demon Malfus in order to gain political powers, political ideals, and political greatness. But with most demonic pacts, it backfires royally, and instead of that, it creates this demonic totalitarian world government that just destroys everything. Because of course it did. This is a sprawling soundscape of a record that would put Hans Zimmer to shame with its epic orchestration, monastic vocalizations, crushing, epically melodic riffs, and it just has this air of grandiosity, deafening blast beats, and primarily it is deep demonic guttural growls throughout, but it does have that surprising clean moment here and there as well. The record is just full with dynamic, dramatic symphonies, this grandiose, opulent attitude, but it's ridiculously crushing and devastatingly heavy at the same time. It really is a cinematic masterpiece that blends all of the best elements of extreme metal together. So if you are a fan of the likes of any symphonic blackened melodic death metal record that I've recommended on this channel, because it's one of my favourite genres, such as Sodo Misery, Far Beyond, Dworodelf, but if you're also a fan of the likes of Septic Flesh and Dimmu Borgir, you're definitely going to want to get onto this, as well as a little bit of Winter Sun as well. But I highly recommend that you don't sleep on this record either. And if you don't believe me, on this YouTube channel, check out the description below and you will find a full album review that I wrote for This Day in Metal, which breaks down the entire record track by track in a lot more detail. So if you don't believe what I'm saying right now, check out what I wrote about it in the description box below. Pale Eyes to Snowy Skies was my favourite track of this record. It opens with gorgeous piano and violin mixed in with really dense, heavy bass lines that just gradually builds and builds to create this very emotive, eerie atmosphere until the track just roars into life. The rasping screams just clears the fog, clears the area with dramatic, deafening drums, epic solos, beautiful guitar melodies, crushing attitude, amazing orchestration, and really haunting atmospheric monastic vocalizations. I loved the entire record from beginning to end. It is so multi-layered, cinematic, and dynamic, but brutally heavy as well. Get onto this one. Okay, so last up on my list, but certainly by no means least, I have Headsick with Caligo, and it's the second studio album from the Swedish melodic death metal band. Now, this is straight up, no fuss, no frills, straight to the point, in your face, Swedish melodic death metal, Gothenburg style to be specific. Now, it is definitely on the heavier side of the genre, but it is still full of those really cool, unique, melodic, groove-laden riffs. But not only do you have that really cool, catchy melodic side, there's also a few tracks on the album that just go straight for the jugular and do not stop. They definitely focus on the heavier, even slightly thrashier side of things to the genre. And it's a great balance between all of that melodic grandiosity and that crushing, devastatingly rip your face off attitude. Lots of really cool stompy stomps throughout this. We all know I love my stompy stomps, and amazingly flying, soaring solos. So if you are a fan of the Gothenburg scene melodic death metal style, such as early In Flames, Arch Enemy, At the Gates, these kind of bands, you're definitely going to want to get onto this one. My favourite track of this record, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing this right or not, is Garmar. It starts off with a really cool stompy stomp kind of beat, really highly addictive riffage before once again it just rips into life. Guttural growls, flurries of intense blast beats, really unique melodies and guitar work throughout this. The entire record is very guitar driven, but this track really shows the guitar and the musical prowess of the band. And honestly, there's something incredibly motivational and rousing about this track in particular. It's almost like a call to arms that really gets you going. But if you really like that Gothenburg style melodic death metal sound, you're definitely going to want to get onto this one. I really enjoyed it. It was such an enjoyable, fun, yet incredibly heavy listen. And that's it for this week's New Metal Monday. Once again, comment down below to let me know what you think of today's records. And if you have any of your own recommendations, I'll get them added to my very vast, ever-expanding list. Make sure to follow the Spotify playlist that I've included in the description box below. But once again, don't worry if you don't use Spotify, because Bandcamp and YouTube links will be included down there as well. Like, share, subscribe. I really do appreciate the support from everybody. Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon, probably next Monday. Until my university course finishes at the end of May, I'll probably just be sticking to a Monday at the moment. But thank you so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video.